a quiet valley, surrounded by dense forests and steep, watchful hills. There existed a village, unlike most others. It was not marked on many maps, and travelers who passed nearby often found themselves discouraged from going further by locals in neighboring towns. The reason was simple, though never spoken lightly. Every full moon, the villagers locked themselves inside their homes, not out of ritual, not out of celebration, but out of fear. They called it Moon Night, and on Moon Night, something roamed outside. The village of Eryndale had stood for generations. Its homes were built close together, with narrow pathways winding between them like veins. At the center stood an old bell tower that had not been rung in decades. Children were raised with one rule: when the moon is full, do not look outside. And law became survival. No one questioned it anymore, until Elias arrived. Elias was not from Eryndale. He came on a gray afternoon, carrying a worn satchel and a curiosity that bordered on defiance. He noticed the silence first, the absence of openness. At the inn, the innkeeper, Dora, gave him a room. "You'll leave before the moon rises," she said. Elias smiled politely. "Why is that?" Dora hesitated. "Because you won't understand," she said. "And if you stay, you'll try to." Elias stayed anyway. He asked questions. Fragments of answers emerged. A sound, a presence. "It doesn't come every night," one man told him. "Only when the moon is full." "Why not leave?" Elias asked. "Because it knows where we are." "Because opening the door won't stop it." "Then what will?" Elias asked. "Nothing." Elias moved from house to house. The truth was revealed. The creature did not break in. It waited, it mimicked, it learned, and it fed not on bodies, but on trust. Those who opened their doors were rewritten, returned, different, their voices slightly off, their eyes too still. Near midnight, Elias saw it. At the far edge of the square, a figure, tall, still. Elias, his name perfectly pronounced. "What are you?" Elias asked. "I am what remains when belief fades," the figure said. Its limbs stretched, joints bending in ways that made no anatomical sense. "The villagers hide, because they become like me." The villagers were not just protecting themselves from a creature, they were protecting themselves from transformation. As dawn approached, the figure vanished. Elias stood alone in the square. He left Eryndale the next morning, and as he walked away, he realized something he would never forget. The most dangerous thing in the darkness was not what lurked outside, but what waited patiently, knowing that sooner or later someone would decide to open the door.